Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. I am so pumped. I love coming to Concord. I didn't think it was going to happen this year, but lo and behold, I have made my way into Union Street. This street is really a lot of fun because the people who live on this street, number one, have beautiful houses, beautiful architecture, and they have taste. I think there's a little competition. It's friendly, but I think North Union, South Union, I think they really bring it during Halloween, decorating our yards, and that's good for us fans who like to walk along. And my little niece, who is 3 years old, who is like really becoming a fanatic, loves seeing Halloween stuff. She don't like to get too close. She is 3. But we've taken her into Spirit Halloween because she's asked to go in there several times. You have to carry her, but she likes just seeing the animatronics and all the spookiness and stuff. And yeah, so she was really down for coming tonight. She don't know what she's in for, what kind of treat she is tonight when we take her down North and South Union Street. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm inviting you to come along with me. I'm going to take you along with me. You're going to be riding shotgun with me tonight, and we're going to be checking out these awesome yard decor decorations. It's going to be a lot of fun. Good to have you here. Let's go ahead and begin. Okay, here we are. Things are starting to get kind of dark out. In this first yard, we have some skeletons out here. Kind of looks like a scene from The Craft. Y'all remember that movie, The Craft? What do they used to say? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Yeah, that's kind of what that reminds me of. And over next door to this property was the Odell house. And you used to see a fixture very similar to this one sitting out front. Who knows? Maybe they sold it and bought it at this property. Maybe they bought some of the Odell house stuff. They had a lot of stuff. I'm sure they got to sell some of that stuff since they decided not to use it anymore, because I don't know where you would store all that stuff if you weren't going to use it. It was a lot of Halloween decor. Even the houses it's not decorating specifically for Halloween, they're still beautiful, and they have this cool vibe to them here on Union Street. Just look at the lamps out here, the flames. And then right down the way a little bit more, we're about to come up on a really cool house with all kinds of awesome lighting. So welcome to a whiskey prison is the theme that we have going on here. And I'm gonna tell you something. That skeleton right there has got the whiskey pouring. Look at that. Kind of reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean when the moonlight hits the pirates on the Black Pearl. They can't really drink or eat anything because there's no skin, there's no innards, they're just skeletons and bones. It's kind of what's happening there. But yeah, man, the lighting here, it's pretty epic. I love that purple or that pink with that green. It looks really pretty. And then this weird like violet color on these white netting makes these look very ghostly. These designs right here, check that out. It's like a panther or something. And a hand with spiders coming out of the ground. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He's got problems. He is pretty creepy. That about scared me to death when I walked up. Check this out. We got Beetlejuice up here. Here lies many bones. I like that. These people always do a really good job. And this year they got this creepy animatronic right here. It's motion censored. Check out all the creepy stuff. Look at the skeleton over here coming out of the coffin. That is pretty awesome. Pretty darn cool. So that Grim Reaper right there, I'm gonna guess is maybe 15 feet tall. That thing is monstrous. This is so huge. And just the amount of cobwebs they have on the front of their house is amazing. And then right here, we have like a camper, like a little W on it, like a Winnebago camper. And look at the female version right here with her blue hair. She's got some wine, and even her shirt says "Not without my wine." And she's got like her kitty cat with her. And then right over here is her husband, who's doing a little grilling. And on his grill stick here is not a hot dog, folks. No, it looks like he's got a tongue. And then down here on the grill itself, he's got a foot and a yummy brain. Yeah, That's pretty sick. Yeah, this is an awesome house, and this place changes it up every year. Last 3 years I've been here, this being my 3rd year in a row, so 2 years prior, it's always something a little bit different. They always have a little bit of a different theme, and I like how the skeletons are kind of caged up in here trying to get out and escape as they're actually shackled in. And then this guy, he's extra spooky. You know, that is just, he is a hideous one. Ooh, he's alive again. Somebody get that guy some Pepto-Bismol. Okay, and right next door, we have an inflatable. It says Spooky Halloween on it. And their tree out front here has some skeletons, kind of their heads, skulls hanging out of the limbs. One big skull down there on the ground. Then they have his inflatable tree here on the other side, lit up with red lights. Pretty cool. I actually seen some stuff like this in City Halloween several weeks ago. Really cool. If you've never seen my Conway, South Carolina video of City Halloween, which how that works is Conway actually legally changes their name for the month of October to City of Halloween. So really awesome video. Definitely I'll put a link down in the description below, let you check that out, because the whole town celebrates the City of Halloween. Here in Concord, Union Street does it, north and south. But in Conway, the whole downtown area, even the town hall, decorates for Halloween. It is pretty epic. This is pretty awesome. This is Dead Man Tell No Tales. This is definitely a Pirates of the Caribbean type of a house. As you can see, it looks like in the first pirate movie when they are pillaging the Port Royal and the houses are on fire and everything. Matter of fact, if you go to Walt Disney World and you go through Pirates of the Caribbean, some of the little fixtures in the homes inside the pirate ride looks like this, because they have like this, like the windows has got flames in them and stuff, and that's what this kind of reminds me of a little bit. Little Pirates of the Caribbean, Walt Disney World, pretty cool. And they are out here pressure washing the walkway here. They must be doing a little bit of work out here, doing some maintenance on the house itself. But yeah, definitely a pirate theme going on here. As you can see, this scallywag right here, this bag of bones actually crawling up the netting, the cargo netting right there. So pretty awesome effect though, I think. Does look like it's on fire. That is pretty cool. Well, as you guys may or may not know, I am a bit of a Jack Skellington fan. And yeah, I'm happy. I just found my first Jack Skellington tonight. There he is. Yeah, really, really cool. I love it. Love the inflatables. Look at those eyes up there. You see those? Look at those eyeballs. Those things are bloodshot, baby. Look at the eyeballs up there on the house. They're opening and closing, looking at us. It's pretty wild. Got an old spooky carriage there in the front yard, and some kind of little Grim Reaper dude up there on the porch. That red light. Yeah, this is a good one right here. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, he's talking to us.
Just like the others before you.
That is pretty cool, man. They got some big items in his yard. Man, that's a good looking house though, man. That looks really awesome. And look at these right out front here. These 3 cloaked skeletons. And that is really awesome. Look, oh my God, just noticed that. Look at the skeleton on all 4s while the pot is like on his back, churning away as they cast who knows what in that thing to make it smoke like that. What kind of spell are they cooking up? And then the house itself, that looks like I don't know, some kind of octopus up there on the eave where you walk in the front door, and there's tentacles sticking out the side of the home. Holy smokes. I just recognized that. And that skeleton up there in the tree hanging upside down. And then they got the headless horseman here. Wow. Oh. I hope he knows this is not Sleepy Hollow. This is Union Street. I think he's lost. Yeah, my niece is loving it. Okay, as I'm starting to finish up here on North Union Street, come across this property, and that is no inflatable, folks. They have an actual Jack Skellington, very tall one, very similar what you see at Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, up on the stage in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom during the Halloween months. I guess it's months, because they start that dang party in like August, goes through September and October. Really enjoyed my time there several years ago. Got to go to the Halloween party and see Jack Skellington and do a little bit of trick-or-treating as an adult, which you don't get to do every day. But all that being said, I think that's going to do it for North Union Street. We'll walk back up here to the car where I parked, and then we're going to drive a little bit down on the other side of town to South Union and see what kind of offerings they have this season. Okay, and welcome to South Union Street. Here we go. And boy, it's getting busy out here. As you can see, when you're on Union Street here in Concord, you will see a lot of people parked on the side of the street with their flashers on, driving slow. So if you do come down through here, just be patient. Because people like to take their time, even if they don't get out of the car, and check out some of the awesome Halloween decorations. Look at the skeleton's eyes. They're watching us. He's actually squinting. Maybe he needs glasses. It's about like me when it comes to my long range vision. I'll be squinting like that too if I don't have glasses on. And just for the record, this year, this has been my funnest year so far. You know why? Because I'm not freezing. It's not cold out here. It was 81 degrees here in North Carolina, here in the middle of October. And right now it's about 70. Absolutely perfect, man. I'm even rocking some shorts. Look at that. Look, man. Rocking some shorts still in October. Okay, look at this house. Now this is what I'm talking about. You think they like Mickey Mouse? Look at that thing. Big inflatable up there. And right next to it, we have Jack Skellington, Oogie Boogie hanging out. Up here we got Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse right there going up the steps on either side. And then I also just noticed that the ghost hanging up here with the green lights on them, that's Minnie and Mickey ghost on either side of the porch. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And then they also have Jack Skellington, these bulbs with different expressions. Each one has like a little bit different expression. Like this first Jack Skellington here, like the purple one, he's just kind of like happy. The next one, the orange one there, he looks a little sad or confused. And then this one here on the right, the green one, he just looks like he's just up to no good. And also you have Zero, he's just up there flying through the front yard. That is really, really good. Check up there in the tree. They did a great job with this one. Really cool. Look at that creepiness right there. Now that right there is awesome. You know why I like this one? Because my favorite ride in Walt Disney World is the Haunted Mansion. And that right there, friends, is a dune buggy. That is the ride vehicle that takes you through the Haunted Mansion. And that right there is the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. Yes, I love it. That is so rad. That is so cool. It's a really good one. This one here is a doozy. Look at the clown. Oh man. He is a little creepy. Definitely. Oh man, there's just something about creepy clowns. And this one here has a lot of it. I have like a fortune teller right here, this booth. Even the skeletons are creepy clowns. And look at the creepy clowns on this little gadget right here on his swings. Oh, no thank you. Probably one of the scarier movies I've seen over the last several years. I don't know why I did it. I was curious. Curiosity got to me about it. I actually watched the movie Terrifier 3 last year. Now, I've never even seen Terrifier 1, Terrifier 2, but for whatever reason, I heard all the hype about Terrifier 3, Art the Clown, from a co-worker of mine, and I bit and I watched it, and it's like, okay, I think I'm one and done with that one. That was a little over the top for even me. But this right here is definitely a clown heavy themed decorated front yard. Wow, that's all I can say with this one. Look at this craziness. You hear the snarling and all the growling. Look up there on the roof. It's a full-blown dragon up there, flapping his wings. I have another headless horseman right here out front. Look at this archway of haunted pumpkins stacked up, looking mean as ever. Yeah, there's a lot of movement in this yard. There's another dragon right there. Look at that thing. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty cool. And this dragon over here must be ready to breathe fire because his chest is red hot, illuminating at times to match his eyeballs. Oh yeah. As you can see, this is a popular thing here in the area, is the traffic is getting a little bit crazy tonight. But look at all the universal monsters we have out here. You have Dracula. Right there is Frankenstein's monster. This is not Frankenstein, folks. It's Frankenstein's monster. Got the bride, the wolf man. Look at that flying demon up there. Ho ho. Yeah. And there, speaking of Terrifier, right there is Art the Clown. He heard me coming. Look at all these animals, all these beasts in this yard. Holy smokes. Look at this guy right here. Look at the eyes on him. Come on, come on. Turn on, buddy. There they are. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Also, you got Scream. His mask is actually lit up in red back there from the Scream movie. Ghostface, Michael Myers. A lot of interesting things. That's a stagecoach here. This is like the same stagecoach it used to be at the Odell house. Maybe they bought it. Looks like the same one from several years ago. Something else I just noticed, up on the eave of the house, there's like spiders running around. I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera or not, but it's very faint, very light. But you can see like spiders kind of playing around there on the eave of the house. That's a pretty nice little touch. Almost missed that too. All right, my friends, I think that is going to pretty much do it for me today here from Concord, North Carolina. It's a really nice walk here on Union Street. Really nice night tonight. I really enjoyed myself. Hope you and guys enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed making it thoroughly tonight. This is a great night. It wasn't cold, felt amazing, and been a little crowded at times, but not too bad. Look at that, that's not too bad. At least traffic is moving. But all in all, I'm done today. Thank you so much. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again soon. Y'all stay creepy. Enjoy your Halloween season if it's your thing. And if it's not, it's okay. It's okay. It'll be over soon enough. Ain't that right, dragon?